Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic. We've got Dr. Harley joining me. How you doing, Dr. Harley?
Hey, John. I'm doing great today. It's always wonderful talking to you.
It is a lot of fun to chat. We were chatting today about people maybe slipping and falling or tripping and falling, and this is something that I never really thought much of this, but that can be an issue, can it?
Yeah, and I mean, especially as we get closer and closer to cold weather, we're going to have some more issues. But people slip and fall all the time. I mean, just this week I've had a couple, patients randomly fall and start hurting themselves. So it's like, be good to talk about, one, what to do when you're falling, so you're not hurting yourself. If you're on the ground and can't get up, what do you do? And then, you fell. Now you're feeling not so great. Now what do you do, right? So how do we prevent falling in the first place? Especially, make sure you're picking up your feet. I know I'm really bad about that. Sometimes I trip on the sidewalk. It happens.
Yeah, I've seen that happen
too. Like gymnasium lines, they jump up and bite you sometimes. But yeah, making sure you're picking up your feet so you're not sliding your feet, especially if you're going upstairs and you're not catching your toes, that kind of stuff. Watch where you're walking, work on some balance exercises, because that's a lot of people too. They fall because they get, off balance and then they don't know what to do. So there's some great things, just, doing some simple stretching exercises. Yoga is always great to help improve balance. Okay, so now you fell. Now what do you do? Especially as we get older, that's kind of one of the problems for senior citizens is they fall and they can't get up, right?
I remember there was a commercial when I was a kid. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah.
Do you remember those?
Yeah, I remember those. So a lot of times it is when you're home alone, you're like, oh, now what do I do? Trying, and we have a couple older patients that they practice because they're like, it's by the time I don't practice and then I fall, then I'm going to be stuck and don't know what to do. So it's practicing, being on the ground, laying on your back. How do you get up from there?
Yeah.
And basically, trying to get on your hands and knees, roll over. If you have to, crawl towards a chair or a counter, something stable, and then start working on walking yourself up. Now, of course, if you're injured, that makes it a little bit harder, of course.
But this is a good time to be thinking about that, because right now we're pretty fortunate. No ice on the ground yet, but we're only, believe it or not, a few weeks away when you really get to thinking about it. Winter will be here before you know it. So now is the time to be working on this stuff before it's slippery outside. Mm-hmm.
And now, okay, so you fell, you have some aches, bruises. You're like, oh, what if I hurt myself? What do I do? Obviously, if you have something's really bad, go to urgent care, get checked out by your doctor. It's good to know a good chiropractor as well, because when you fall, a lot of times you knock stuff out of alignment, and that can cause more issues down the road. So we want to, be preventative with that. So one, you're not being so achy and sore and hurt, but then two, keeping it from getting worse as it goes longer and longer.
If somebody would like to reach out and get some more information on how they can start working with you at Balanced Life Chiropractic, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Yeah, best way is to give us a call on our phone numbers.
You can just say the best way is to give us a call.
Yeah, best way is to give us a call. Our phone number is 605-215. Thank you, Lee.
Thanks.
So best way to get hold of us is to give us a call. Our phone number is 605-215-1785, or shoot us a message on our Facebook page, Balanced Life Chiropractic.
Very nice. And you can also find them online at BalancedLifeSD.com.